Information Attraction Automation, and we're going to talk about a series. Let's call it, it's the 6 C's, let's call it, of growing a practice, living your best life, and achieving all the goals that you want to do. And the first C I want to spend some time on today is compassion and community. And those 2 C's go together. In lieu of all the things that have happened recently, you know, we're not immune to all of this, but when you watch the news, there's a lot of things going on in the world that can get us off track. I mean, there's natural disasters, there's human tragedy, there's things that happen, and unfortunately those happen and they're out of our control. I tell clients, I tell myself, I tell my family, I tell my children not to obsess and dwell on the news. Sometimes when these things happen, we're trying to get information, trying to make sense of all of it, but we're just getting a flood of negativity, and that can really affect your mindset and your productivity. So, try to warrant that. But what do you do when that's in your back door? When's that in your neighborhood? These are your friends, your neighbor. You might be experiencing yourself. It might have affected your practice going through it. We're all at some point are not immune to this. It's going to happen to us at some time in our career. So how do you handle it? And so, the first thing is community. We are part of the community. Surveys in the past, it's not so much in recent years, but in the past have ranked dentists as the most trustworthy people, the most compassionate people, up there with clergy. And so, we have our community, our people are looking to us, and maybe not directly, but indirectly, for setting the tone. So, being compassionate, and that includes being a community leader and getting involved in your community. Things happen. So, what do you do when it happens in your neighborhood? Well, first of all, you acknowledge it and you see what you can do to help. It might not necessarily be in the aspect of being a dentist, but being a leader and setting the tone. Tone for your patients, setting the tone for your staff, for your family. Being an optimistic person that we're all going to get through this, and we're going to get through it together, because that's the kind of people we are. What do you do as far as marketing this? Don't capitalize on something bad that's happened to somebody. Don't have a hurricane sale, or we're having a hurricane whitening special. I mean, yes, that happens, but do things with integrity, because these are your people, and they're looking for you to set the tone, like I said. So make sure you're not doing anything like that. If you have any promotions, maybe this is not the time to do it. Just set everything on pause. Marketing is very important, but there's a time and place for everything. So maybe you need to step back. Give your people time. When I was in practice, we had a freak hailstorm that came through at a really economically poor time in the community, and it just leveled everything, and people were just traumatized. Now, that's minor compared to what some of the tragedies that people are going on to. But, if it happens to you and you don't know what to do, you're just so sucked up into the negativity of it. And so, making sure you take care of people in that time, and making sure you're letting them know if someone's got a dental emergency and they're part of your family, in your community, your dental family, you take care of them. That's what you do. You get them out of pain, make sure they're comfortable, and you are there to provide for them. Are you going to do a full mouth reconstruction? That is your choice, but you can help people during that time, and just being there. Maybe you're going to be volunteering at the clinic, but get involved in there. So just step back. You don't have to grind the wheel. It's time to be a human being. That's what it is. And just care about your fellow man. So take that time, and that's your first C in growing practice. Normally we don't talk about that until something happens, and in lieu of everything that's happening, that's why I'm making it the first C. So you can start off the new year with the right information and be prepared, and always have that, because it's always good to know it before it happens instead of after it happens. So I hope you enjoyed this information. If you are ready to grow your practice, if you want information about that, it's the right time in your practice to do that, and you're not in the community situation, let's talk. Email my team at results@gingerbratzel.com, and we can set up a time to talk about that. I enjoy doing these, and I enjoy sharing time with you, and I hope you find it valuable. Share it with your friends and family, colleagues, whoever in the dental industry can use this information. Take care, and bye-bye.